Hey, this segment of the Morning Brew is brought to you by the Albuquerque Theater Guild. There they are. Love these guys. abqtheater.org. That's where you go to find out what's playing in town. And man, any given week throughout the year, you're going to find great stage productions going on in our wonderful theater community. So we're going to meet Julia Thudium here. Julia is with the Mother Road Theater Company, and we're going to talk about the upcoming season. Thanks for coming down to the Morning Brew.
Oh, thanks for having me.
A pleasure. We love theater here.
Well, I love theater too. Yeah, we started the Mother Road Theater Company it's going to be our 7th season coming up.
Whoa.
Which is amazing for us. Group of us well past our teens started this theater company because we felt like we could finally do it. We understood it. And this season is the first season we're bumping up from 3 productions a year to 5. 7 people from my company just had a heart attack. 5 shows this season, which is really surprise, which is really wonderful. And we got a great grant from the McCune Foundation this year, so it's on. Amazing. Yes, it's on.
Man, I'm looking at your resume here, Julia. You've been in a lot of stuff.
Yes.
We could take the whole segment doing your resume. Man, you've been at this a while, which is to your credit.
Yeah, I'm a graduate I come from the Chicago School of Acting. Yeah, I went to the theater school DePaul and joined the circus for a couple years. That's probably tucked away at the very bottom of my resume. I was a clown with Ringling. And just when I moved here, I've always loved theater, but this town is just so welcoming. And it's been a blast, and we've had really great success.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Right. Should we talk about the productions?
Yes, I would love to talk about the productions.
We got a lot of visuals that you brought us and everything.
So we're starting off the season with The Jammer by Rollin Jones, and that is a roller coaster ride of a show. It's 1959 roller derby. And we're doing kind of a sponsorship partnership with the Albuquerque Derby, the ladies. They're going to come and teach my actors how to do some of the moves and hits and blocks and things like that.
And that's going to happen on stage?
Yes.
They're going to be rolling around?
They're not actually on roller skates.
Okay.
They're pretending they're on roller skates, which I think is going to be harder.
That would be harder.
Yes. But they're up for the task. I'm very excited about them. So that's our first show, and we're doing that at the Oxdog Theater. We're kind of collaborating with a lot of different theaters this season, because we don't quite have a home yet. Keeping our fingers crossed, that's coming. And so then the next show, we're doing 3 shows actually at the Tricklock space. We're collaborating with them. Cyrano, a 9-person version of Cyrano.
Great.
And then we're doing a Pulitzer winner, the last night of Ballyhoo. Which takes place in Atlanta. And then we're doing American Buffalo, a David Mamet piece, and that's also happening down at the Tricklock space. And then we're doing Margaret Atwood's The Penelope Ad. She's a very famous writer. She wrote the original Desperate Housewife story, which is Penelope's side of the Odyssey. Yes.
I see.
That is a collaboration with Air Dance, New Mexico.
And then the Season of Discovery.
Season of Discovery, yeah. We're calling it that because, we're sort of traveling out into the community and doing a lot of collaboration with other folks. And this is our first time doing 5 shows, and so we're discovering a lot about ourselves, too.
Sure.
What's amazing about the theater community here is when they stage auditions, just people come out of the woodwork to try out for these shows. It's amazing.
Yeah, we had a great turnout we had our general auditions about a month or so ago. We were packed, and it was so fabulous. There's so many talented people in this town, and not only because there's film and television happening here now, but just people who've been here forever really have a love for theater. There's a lot of great theater actors here.
And it's wonderful that you can collaborate with Tricklock and some of the other groups.
Yeah. That's going to be the funnest part for me of this journey, is really we've gotten to know so many people in the community. We just did a collaboration with Albuquerque Little Theater. We did To Kill a Mockingbird, and that was a blast. And so we loved it so much, we thought, well, if we don't have a home right now, let's just go out and travel around and be with our friends, essentially.
Is the theater in the works for the Mother Road? Like an actual home base?
We are part of the Keshet incubator program, and we're waiting for them to get the theater together, and then we're going to be going into that theater.
Nice.
We'll see, hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're very excited though.
Amber's way too shy to ask, but if you ever have a role for an attractive co-host of a TV show,
Really?
she's available.
Excellent. How are you on
Larry's
skates?
available. I have tried out, I want you to know.
Oh, well,
And
I'm trying to help your
I'm not afraid
career.
to try it out. I'm not afraid to try out, but I never get picked. I'm always a runner-up in life.
Always a
Oh.
bridesmaid,
Yeah.
never the
Well, you need
bride.
to come to our general auditions. There
Yeah.
you go, because we haven't
See?
seen you yet. You never know.
Could be an
You could be in a
extra.
derby outfit right now.
Oh,
so.
You
Man.
could. Think about it, Amber.
All
Look at
right.
this. There's a role for you.
I think he's trying to get rid of me. What do you think? I come back, but it's not on real roller skates. I can.
Yes, you can
Pretend
fake
like
it.
I'm
Exactly. You can totally fake it.
I'm roller
See, right? As
derbying,
long as you
right?
can get a
And
good
then
elbow.
grabbing hair.
Yeah, it's
and-
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
See?
Thanks,
Okay.
Larry.
I'm trying to help you
Thanks
out.
for that.
You're welcome. I'm here to support you.
What a friend.
I think the theater community here, your company especially, is so vibrant and so well attended, and I like how the community steps up and supports all this live theater going on in town.
Me too. You know, when we first started it, we weren't sure, you know, how many people were going to come and support us. And like I said, we were not kids right out of school. We were all in our at the time, you know. Sorry, at the time. So we really, we came in it with a plan, you know, and our goal is to be the premier regional theater company, you know, in New Mexico. That's our goal.
Yeah.
So we're kind of an emerging professional theater company here, and it's very exciting times. We're finally getting some financial support, which, as you know, is
That's
very
hard.
tricky. So now that started happening, we're starting to get a lot of people giving us money. That makes a huge difference in how we can serve the community, you know, as a theater.
Now, brought a lot of photos here, so can you walk us through these as we put them up on the screen?
Oh, okay.
Look right up here
Sure,
to the
sure.
monitor. Have a look.
Oh, that is from The Illusion. That was the first show that we did last season. Jessica Quinlan and Matthew, who's that? Matthew Van Wettering, sorry.
Yeah, we had them on.
Yeah,
Yes.
we've had them on. Very good.
Yes. Oi. That was from The Memory of Water. That's myself and Pip Lustgarten playing not very happily, not very friendly sisters, I should say.
Oh.
Yes, that
You
was
got
when we
to-
were at the filling station.
She looks like she had too much wine.
Yes. She was playing a drug addict. I think it makes
Oh,
sense.
man.
Yeah. Oh, that was from the Killer Angels, which was there's the book, The Killer Angels. We did a stage adaptation. A friend of mine who's a playwright in Chicago did a stage adaptation of the book.
It's a
The Killer.
Civil War base.
Yes, Michael Shar. It all takes place in Gettysburg. So it's
Whoa.
the 3 days of Gettysburg. And we did this in a very tiny little theater.
What was it like
you
to
know.
get the costumes for that? The
That was
military-
crazy. We actually had to do a Kickstarter fundraiser in order to get the money for the costumes, because
Yeah.
those kind
You
of
can't-
costumes just don't fall off a truck in front of your theater. You know,
Right,
you have
yeah.
to. So we had to special order.
They look
all that
great.
stuff. Yeah.
So authentic.
Yes, it was great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We have
the
a few
swords
more
and
shots here. Let's have a look.
everything. That's Vic Browder, and that's the Seafarer, the Irish piece, the Seafarer, about a group of guys that play poker together, and the devil shows up. It's an old Irish tale. The devil shows up and he wants to take the souls of one of the poker players, and was not successful. But it's this very fun evening
Ooh.
of drinking, Irish stories, and poker. That was a good one. They
Cool.
loved that one. The boys did. And that was the collaboration we just did with Albuquerque Little Theater, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yes.
That's Christopher Atwood there as Atticus.
He's a great
Wonderful.
local actor, too.
He's a wonderful
He's
local actor.
So good.
He's one of our favorites. This was from The Waiting Room. Kate Costello and Peter Dyseth performing in The Waiting Room, which is a real interesting kind of look at the healthcare, the health community. And it goes to ancient China, it goes to Victorian England. And it's a lot about, it was about women and what we do for beauty. And then kind of the side story was about the healthcare industry. It was very, it was very interesting. That's another one from The Waiting Room. The Waiting Room, yeah. So,
Now, Julia, you mentioned professional theater. Explain that. How, in what way is this theater company professional?
well, professional can be looked at a couple different ways.
Sure.
Professional in that we pay I mean, that's technically how
Yeah.
professional theater's looked at. We pay all of our actors and all of our
Right.
designers, not as much as we'd like.
Well, yeah.
And but we also use union performers. We use actors, people that belong to Actors Equity, and we're working toward. It's called our bond with the union, with the Actors Equity, and so that's what we're working toward. But we've always, from the very beginning, paid everybody because we just feel that's important. Even if it's a token, we think it's important.
It tells them that you value what they do and what
Yes.
they bring, and then
Yes.
it gets them even more excited to really dive in.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like I said, it's just a token, and we wish that we could do more, and we will do more as more money comes pouring in, and I believe that will happen. And yes, and then we'll, the goal is to pay people a living wage. I mean,
think
that's
it's-
the goal.
That's the
I'm
whole
very
idea.
encouraged by your Kickstarter success with your.
I know, for the costumes,
Yes.
yes. And I think we are going to do one this year for one of our shows. I won't talk about that yet because we haven't decided exactly what we're going to focus on, but for one of our shows, we'll definitely do another one this year. It's very successful, the whole crowdfunding, incredibly successful.
Julia, come back when each one of these is ready to.
Oh, I'll bring a derby girl with me. I'll
Would
come
ya?
back before, and we can teach you some moves.
I'm
That's what I
ready.
think we should do.
What
Yeah,
we've
the
been
jammer.
able to do here.
ready to jam
We've
it
been
out.
able to get Amber a role. We've been able to tell you about Mother Road Theater Company. It's all good.
Thank you, Larry.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you,
My
guys.
new manager here.
Julia, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me on to
what a
talk about the
pleasure.
season. I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Segment brought to you by the Albuquerque Theater Guild, abqtheater.org for all the live theater info. We'll be back.